Sun beamed in through your window, warming your skin as you lay comfortably on your bed. With your arms hovering in the air, you held your phone above your face, squinting against the sun to read the latest texts Cove had sent through. He was out with the group he volunteered with, Orca, doing some kind of activity they've been at since early in the morning, and he'd been keen on keeping you updated by messenger. The latest one explained how he just finished cleaning up the beach and was now heading over to Mana's stall on the shopping street to sell tickets for a fundraising dinner. Before then, he wanted to call. You didn't mind that and replied saying as much. As you waited for it to come in, you let out a big breath, thinking of the formal dinner that Orca organized. Being completely fundraising focused event for the large donors was crucial for the organization's project in the year to come. That's why Cove had been so busy lately. What you had heard about it so far was that it was a prim and proper occasion with speeches and everything. And then the notation popped up. Incoming call. You picked up immediately. Hi.
Sorry.
Hey Z, sorry, I don't have a lot of time to talk, but this is my chance to, Sounds like you're doing a great job. Are you sure you're getting enough rest? If you can pull yourself away from your beloved beach. What a mature and responsible boy you are. I wish you were here with me instead. I'd probably joke about that, yeah. One of us has to be responsible today. Do you want to come by to see me at the booth, I mean? Sure, why not? Okay, cool, see you soon. Just down on the shopping street. You'll see it. Alright, bye. See ya. After temporary goodbyes, you tucked your phone away and pushed yourself up from your bed. So he totally could have texted that. I'm just saying. Heading downstairs, you found Ma lounging in the living room and seated on the couch, with her legs tucked up and a magazine in her lap. She looked up at the sound of your footsteps, giving you a smile. Hey, sweetie, what are you up to? Cove just finished his first Orca activity. He's going to the shopping street to sell tickets for their fundraising dinner. I'm gonna meet him there.
That's fantastic.
Good idea. That sounds wonderful. She nodded happily, and then her face fell a little as she put her magazine to the side. I'm still sad your mom and I couldn't make it to the dinner that night. She seemed honestly disappointed, but her face brightened again when she looked at you next. You'll be going, right? I can buy the ticket for you if you don't have enough. What's the price? Thanks, Mom, but Cove hasn't mentioned how much it is. I'll check it out when I'm there.
Okie dokie.
Perfect. Let me know how it goes. You agreed with a nod, walking backwards towards the door. Thanks, sweetie. Have a good walk. Tell Cove I said hello. I will. Bye, Ma. Strolling out the front door, you shut it behind you and let out a deep breath. You had known that the event was coming up, and that you'd most likely be going to Sports Cove, but you hadn't thought about it too much before now. With a small nod to yourself about everything you have to do, you began to walk to the shopping street. You hit the shopping street and casually walked along beneath the afternoon rays, window shopping and browsing through the various stalls that were set up around the place. But it didn't take long until you spotted Cove's bright seafoam hair behind a counter and the banner advertising the fundraising event. Caught your eyes as you headed over and stood from his seat with a smile, pleased to see you arrive. Raising a hand from the clipboard he held, he gave you a wide wave in greeting, inviting you to approach the counter. You came right up to the front of the booth, inspecting the little plush sea animals that decorated it, before turning your smile on Cove. Z. Hey, good to see you. Hey, you made it. Have you settled in and everything? He nodded, taking a quick survey of the simple booth. I appreciate getting to take a seat for a while, but the beach was great, but it's nice to be off my feet for 5 seconds. He chuckled. You were about to see that, despite all the work he'd been doing, he was in high spirits. He seemed to really be enjoying working with the charity. So, how much are the tickets for the event? He hesitated for a moment, rubbing at the back of his neck awkwardly. Oh! They're $150. I only found out today. That makes sense. That's so high. That's pretty low for a formal fundraising dinner. Yo, I ain't no rich kid. I'm gonna be like, that's a lot. That's so high. Are all the tickets the same price? Yeah, they are. Coach shrugged, glancing down at his clipboard as he answered.
That's...
It's definitely not something I would normally be at, but seems to fit the type of people who are into that kind of thing. Most people that have tickets wrote a check for it. I've never written a check for anything before. You laughed briefly and shook your head at him, and upon seeing the look on your face, he trailed off and cleared his throat softly. A couple of people didn't have cash though, but yeah, that's the answer to your question.
Don't worry about it.
I still really like. I still really like for you to be there. I'll get you a ticket, so you won't have to worry about that. You just have to come. You will? Group members get to bring a guest? No, we only get entry for ourselves, and it's only people who volunteer a certain number of hours, or if they're actually part of the team running it. So basically, I'm gonna buy it for you. You were shocked by that. It was so thoughtful of him to offer. No way, I'll get my own ticket. Thank you. I can't let you do that. It's too expensive to be a gift. I'll make it up to you somehow. I can't do that. It's too expensive to be a gift. Come on, please, let me get it for you. You're still supposed to be my guest. I want to do it anyway. This is a chance to do it. Can we split the cost? Cove gave you a gentle look, shoulders dipping at his as he relented to your compromise. You know you're worth having here, right? I'm not making myself miserable by offering, but I don't want to make you feel bad by being pushy, so we can do that. Just promise you'll get a ticket, okay? I promise. Cool. What matters to me is that you're there. You smiled at him, satisfied with an outcome that you were a lot more comfortable with. So what's 150 divided by 2? I'm so good at math. 7 times 14. $75. That's still a lot. He glanced over his shoulder quickly before turning back to you, his lips tilting mischievously at the corners.
Well...
I'm not supposed to, but if you want, you can sit behind the counter and keep me company while I sell tickets. You burst out laughing. Heck yeah, you're such a troublemaker, even when you're doing volunteer work. He chuckled and gave you a guilty look as you rounded the table and took the extra seat beside him. The afternoon passed in a blur with you and Cope laughing and chatting in between ticket sales. As the time drifted on and the sun sank lower in the sky, 6 p.m. finally rolled around, and you helped him to get everything packed up to call it a day. As you headed back home, you thought of the fundraising dinner and how close it was now. There was still plenty to do before the big night arrived. The days continued on in a normal flow, and before long, the night of the Orca fundraising dinner was upon you. It was early evening, and you were in your room getting ready as the minutes ticked closer and closer towards the time you needed to leave. You wanted some privacy, so you had locked yourself away on your own. Liz was helping you pick out an outfit. Cove was on speakerphone. Liz was helping you get ready while Cove was on speakerphone. I want some privacy. No. Usually when I had to get ready for formal events, because I'm a pretty, when I usually dressed up, I'm the most casual person when it comes to dressing. So when I had to for events, I would get my sister to help, even despite our strained relationship. I knew she was, the expertise compared to me, so Liz was helping you pick out an outfit. You stood in front of her considering different items, while she sat on the edge of your bed, lips pursed tight. She had given a firm yes or no to each item you showed her, which had now reduced your options down into a small pile to choose from. The event had strict guidelines, and you wouldn't be let in unless you were dressed to code. That meant having to find a truly professional outfit, but one that you were also happy with. You were happy to have a chance to dress fancy. You wanted to be practical about it. You weren't happy about having to dress up. That's probably me. Lately, I've kind of been wanting to dress up, just because it's been so long, but I don't know why. Fancy clothes were always stuffy, uncomfortable, and just totally unnecessary. Your lips puckered into a frown as you rifled through your options with a tired sigh. Liz chuckled at the look on your face, which was anything but pleasant. I'm telling you this nicely, as your older sister and all. Suck it up. This event is the real deal. You're gonna look amazing for one night, and then you can come back and run around in your birthday suit for all we care. Oh, aren't you helpful, Liz? Don't push me, Liz. You laughed a little. Shook your head. Don't push me, Liz. You huffed out a breath and placed your hand on your hips, eyes narrowed at your sister. I asked for your help. I'm sorry, but that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Taking a deep breath to refocus yourself and looked over the options one last time, it was time to decide on an outfit and quick. You chose a dress, you chose a button-down shirt and pants, you chose a blouse and pants, you chose a button-down shirt and skirt, you chose a blouse and a skirt. I'll choose the dress. Liz nodded in approval, clapping her hands together satisfied.
Good.
Finally, we're making some progress. Standing in front of your mirror, you quietly assessed your outfit. You thought about adding an accessory or two, and you liked your outfit as is. I like accessories. You needed a little something extra to finish it all off. Rummaging through the rest of your wardrobe, you picked out what you needed to complete your outfit. A necklace, a bracelet, a watch, a belt, a ring, a pair of earrings, an anklet, a hat, a button vest, a tie, a shawl. We can do a necklace and a pair of earrings. Turning back to the mirror, you let Liz drape your best necklace around your neck and clasp it together at the back. A pair of earrings. You hurried to put on a pair of earrings to match your outfit, aware that time was running short. And that was everything. And with that, you decided to apply makeup. You asked Liz if she could put makeup on you. You're ready to go. Yep, just like me and my sister. Leaning up in front of the mirror again, you spoke over your shoulder. Do you think you can help with some makeup for tonight? Absolutely, I'll show you everything I know. You're welcome for that. Thank you. With that, Liz really got into gear. She worked deftly to apply all the details without holding you up too long, all while keeping you informed on what was happening to your face. Finally, you were dressed. It had all come together. Cove sent through a text saying he was heading to the car and would see you in a bit. When he looked at Liz again, she had a goofy smile pulling at her lips. You look very nice, Z. Thanks. Yeah, I guess it's not so bad. Looking good isn't really what I'm concerned about. Now you're talking like our moms. You stayed silent. Yeah. Don't say thank you or anything. You gave Liz a pointed look, dodging her hand when she moved in to ruffle your hair. Liz wiped a pretend tear away with her fingers, sniffing dramatically. Oh, precious Z, you're really all grown up. It happened in the blink of an eye when I wasn't even looking. She chuckled to herself, nudging you toward the door.
All right.
Time to get downstairs. Your special boy awaits. You carefully headed down the stairs and into the living room, where your moms were waiting for your appearance. I'm surprised my character wasn't like, hey, don't say that. As you entered, they both stood from the couch and came over to you, smiled broadly. You look so wonderful, Z.
Nice.
And very mature, too.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right? They continued to coo and fuss over you until you managed to brush them off. Ma took Mom by the arm and held her close, the two of them admiring you proudly. You enjoyed the attention, thank you, sighed Rowan. I already got this from Liz. You wondered why they were making such a big deal. I already got this from Liz. I don't need it from you too. You'll have to get used to it one day, Z. You're the baby of the family forever, after all. I'm actually the baby of my family, so... Ma came in to give you one last hug, and before you knew it, another pair of arms were wrapped around you, and then a third. Both Mom and Liz giggled as they hugged you tight. We hope you have so much fun tonight.
Have fun.
We won't wait up for you. Stay as long as you need. You're old enough now. With a last wave goodbye, you left your family and approached the front door. It was time. Stepping out into the night, you closed the door behind you gently and looked out across the street. Oh, there's his formal wear! Cove was standing there in the street. His eyes met yours immediately, as if he had been watching your house for the moment you would come out. He smiled bashfully. Hey, Z. Hey, I hope you're ready to do this. You took the chance to check over his outfit. He walked across the way to meet you. It was formal for sure, though didn't feel overly posh. It made sense for him and was honestly a sight for sore eyes. He was always beautiful to you. He looked you over as well, a subtle blush creeping over his face as he quickly cleared his throat and averted his gaze. He seemed to be struggling to find something to say, rubbing at the exposed part of his arms awkwardly. Thank you for coming with me and for dressing really nicely for this. Your outfit is good. Better than good, really. Great, I guess. Something else? Yeah. Thank you. You felt shy over it. Your look is very nice, too. You're so hot right now, you said flirtation. I remember like when people would compliment me on my like outfits when I would like actually dress up for once in my life, I would always be like, no, you look way better. Wait, what did I? Oh, that confused me. I didn't know I could do that. Your look is very nice too. You glanced over him from head to toe. Nothing that his shirt, pants, and shoes were all shiny and new. Very nice indeed. He ducked his head a little to hide his expression, but you didn't need to see it to know he was pleased that you had said so. Thanks. Then he shook his head, glanced back towards the garage, and throwing a thumb over his shoulder spoke. We should probably get going. Wouldn't want to be late to such a grown-up event, right? Yeah, let's go. You headed over to Cove's car together, hopping in and strapping on your seatbelts. You were on your way. The event was being held at a place you had never even been to before. You brought up the location on your phone to help Cove navigate there. It took some time to find the right address, and once there, you were met with the task of finding a parking spot. Though you were on time, it seemed everyone else had already showed up and claimed the spaces. Eventually, you found a suitable place before realizing that it required payment. Cove covered the amount, taking a ticket from the machine and leaving it on the dashboard of the car. Despite the small hold-up, you managed to ultimately make it to the event, and confirmed you were on the guest list before being shown into the dining area. Cove whistled low as he looked around, taking in the extravagance of the room. Chandeliers hung up from the ceiling, and the entire place was decked out with beautiful oceanic displays. You were stunned yourself. It was extremely high class, even more so than you had already expected.